the rabbit hole. I'm your host, DT Critic, here to bring you all the news that's unfit to print, taking you to the dark side of the news, or the patently ridiculous. Probably more on the patently ridiculous side. It's another week of mayhem, maniacs, and mud, so let's get started, shall we? Story number 1, Joker the Musical. I did really love the end of the last Joker film with Joaquin Phoenix, as he terrorized the hallways of the mental hospital they put him in, all to some music which made one think of happily ever after. And musicals are joyous, so put them together and holy hell, what were they thinking? Of course, at this point, it's all rumor and innuendo, but they did bring on Lady Gaga to the cast to play Harley Quinn. Yes, DC really needs to figure things out if it's going to be anything like Marvel, so don't get your panties in a twist. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn will live on, and this can be a separate Harley Quinn. With Gaga aboard, I suppose a musical would be possible, but somehow the thought of Joaquin Phoenix singing has me more terrorized than any possible horror film could. Who knows what will happen? My only complaint is the still they released from Lady Gaga as Quinn. She could not possibly have looked more morose. That does not seem to be the way I would want them to go if I were them, as Quinn should have a level of levity that this movie does not seem to be bringing. I'll give it a wide berth for success, as I really did enjoy the first film, but I won't forget to bring the Rotten Tomatoes just in case. Number 2, Jack Daniels is doggone mad. After hearing about this one, I'm surprised Mr. Daniels and company are not frothing at the mouth. Jack Daniels has decided to pursue a lawsuit which has reached the Supreme Court, no less. And what are they suing for? They are suing a dog toy company who made a toy with a parody version of a Jack Daniels bottle which read, "Bad Spaniels, the old number 2 on your Tennessee carpet." It would appear that some companies just can't take a joke. And so, a full-looking bottle using similar fonts for a dog toy has found themselves in the doghouse, as it were. Oral arguments just took place, and I'm not sure anyone could keep a straight face with this one. It just seems odd to me that a company bent on making its consumers drunk has a problem with someone having a little laugh at their own expense, as if Jack has some superior reputable leg on which to stand. Or pee. I wish the court all the luck in the world trying to decide between these doggone companies, but enough puns for now. Number 3, Battle of the Movie Wives. I have my issues with Adam Sandler. Sometimes I think he's absolutely hilarious, as in The Wedding Singer, and sometimes I think he needs to be buried alive as penance for my time wasted in movies like Billy Madison. He's had a female lead or two play opposite him during this time, and 2 of them seem to want to throw down over who plays the better wife in an Adam Sandler movie. And who would these 2 vixens be? Drew Barrymore and Jennifer Aniston. They've pitched having a movie with all 3 of them to see who comes out on top. Rachel versus Julia, all for the hand of Mr. Sandler. If he's playing a Billy Madison type role, it's a big lose-lose from my perspective, but what the hell. Make that and let's see them all throw down. Story number 4. Movie star trial redux Mrs. Pepper Potts Goes Wild. It appears we cannot get enough of movie stars going on trial. Whether it's shit on the bed or it's a frivolous skiing accident, we seem to be glued to our television sets, which only makes sense for a head of lifestyle brand named Goop, who also used to grace our movie screens, Gwyneth Paltrow. Steve Owens is suing the aforementioned Miss Paltrow, as he claims she bumped into him on the slopes, breaking multiple ribs and causing traumatic brain injury. The whole shoot is really no joke. It would seem that Miss Paltrow's lawyer seems to make it one, as she is countersuing for $1, and he seems to be fixated on the phrase, spread eagle. It was so bad that he even admitted how much of an ass he was being. This is all just bring back memories of some trial of some celebrity where someone shit on the bed. At least, that's what I heard. I'm kind of over it all, but here we are. Goop, vagina-scented candles, and bring spread eagle. Story number 5. Wilde on dragon butt tattoos. I'm no fan of Harry Styles, but when the response to a breakup of a relationship is a dragon butt tattoo, what are we supposed to make of that? Whether you like or dislike Miss Wilde's politics, she's a gifted filmmaker who I first ran into while watching the House television show. Shortly thereafter, she has been about promoting strong female characters in Hollywood. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But then hooking up with a fellow boy band member after ditching your own family situation, and you might start to sound like you're going through your own version of a midlife crisis. Dragon butt tattoos to the crisis, or the female empowerment, however you want to look at it. Not that I would ever be complaining at seeing the very well-toned posterior she posted on Instagram. I'm just hoping that she will move on from this to doing roles that are meaningful, and maybe realizing that boy band members might not be the go-to in relationships, even charismatic eccentric ones like the aforementioned Mr. Styles. All she wrote for this week. Please write back and let me know which story most interested you. This is your host, DT Critic, signing off, saying, is Olivia Wilde a Dungeons & Dragons fan and we just didn't know about it?